Hello there.
Hello, hello.
What's going on? Carrie, you get the round of applause. Round of applause.
Oh, that's what we do in our house. We go, it's a round of applause.
We're the first one.
Thank you for hanging out, for joining us.
Andy, over there, get a little thumbs up.
By over there, he means on Instagram because nobody can see what we can see. But we have
we have
two streams up. We have YouTube on one side and Instagram on the other side. Well, YouTube's on this side, Instagram's on this side. But so if you see us reading a comment from, and you're like, nobody said that. It's on the other app. We've got Nate, we've got Brian and Travis, Mary.
Oh,
Jeffrey's here.
Good catch on the One Piece. I've been like playing with that new Nano Banana.
Yeah, the
Google AI art thing.
It's crazy, the stuff you were sending me.
Yeah, so it's just like
Justin's here.
Like wild to just like play with it.
I feel like I need to like shake my funks off or something because we're like, hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for being here. And
you know what? I think it's because I was listening to I was watching Reels and there's that one Instagram that he'll do like Delilah. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Like it's like this very like soothing DJ, like a radio DJ, and she's like, you know, hey, yeah. And so it's like I think that's been in my head, like how calming she was.
If you follow that person also, because you introduced me to this guy, he like got to meet Delilah and drive around with her. That was very cute. New Hope Workshop's here. Huge shout out to New Hope Workshop for sending a care package of K-pop Demon Hunter stuff because he went to go watch the sing-along at an Alamo Draft House and it came with like all this swag. And so he sent over the stuff that he didn't want, which I was like, I will happily take that. So this is my new water cup that I will cherish forever.
What's going on, Jeffrey?
Justin's in here too.
Yeah,
Jeffrey
everybody.
just went on a nice cruise. There's been a lot. What's crazy? It's September.
Yep.
It's September. You named this stream like spooky season has begun.
Because we just had like the Horror Nights. What is it? Is it Hollywood Horror Nights?
Halloween
Horror Nights.
That's the season.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
And HHN.
Yes.
And Mickey's Not So Scary started up.
Yes.
So it's like,
and Oogie Boogie Bash just started on the other coast.
But it's just like all this stuff is starting. So it's like, okay, now it's like spooky season.
Which is crazy because it starts earlier and earlier every year. I think it started on like August 15th.
It's barely back to school and it's already like.
Literally.
Get ready for Halloween.
Yeah.
Checking out, going to Spirit Halloween.
Oh my gosh, we were like stalking Spirit Halloween near us.
Waiting for it to open.
Like our son was so excited to just go in and like look around.
But I think that's the thing is like now like that it's here, you're kind of like, well, let me go see what they got. And then like you'll go in like a couple weeks and you're like, oh man, they don't have this anymore. I should have got it.
I know.
So, and their costumes are starting to get a lot better. Like I remember them they used to be very like thin fabric and just kind of like it would tear apart
like
type of thing.
Cheap polyester, yeah.
And it seems that they're starting to get better. So
well, the price tags are going up too.
That's true. So,
but they're doing this thing now where they like bling out just like normal costumes. And so we have the Spooky Explorers Club in 2 weeks, and that's an event where me and my friend Aaron Sagers, we bring a lot of people into the parks and we do like spooky talks. We go to the Mickey's Not So Scary party. We're gonna like. It's spooky and Disney like mashed together. But we go to the Halloween party and people dress in full costume for that. And I'm like, I don't want to do a full costume, but I'll do like a fun bound or something. And I didn't pitch it to him because I was like, I don't know if he'd go for it, but they have Lock, Shock, and Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas. But they had like the masks were blinged out. And I was like, oh man. I was like, I kind of really want that now. They had an axe that was rhinestoned. And then they had something else that I was just like, this is weird.
Yeah, no, they have like a ton of stuff that's just like, again, you said blinged out. So
it was wonderful.
Like all cutesy.
Yeah. I was like, and I'm not even like a
Oh, like the ghost face, like a
yeah. I
cutesy
think they had a
ghost.
ghost. They had ghost face, but it was like yeah, like rhinestoned all over. And I'm not really that girl usually, unless I'm dressing for like a mosh or something. But I'm like, you know what? Like I'm into this. This is fun. I could do it. Oh my gosh, Jeffrey says I saw Christmas trees as well as Halloween decor at Sam's Club.
I mean, I think a lot of the places that have decor, like they were selling Halloween decor, like they're already selling Christmas decor.
Yeah.
Like they have I think it's Home Depot has the R2 and um
Do they have Vader?
Chewbacca.
Oh,
No,
it's
no.
Chewbacca this
Yeah,
year?
the old one is the Stormtrooper Invader. Now it's an R2 and Chewbacca.
Oh. Are
So
they already for sale or they just announced like it's coming?
I think they're for sale.
Oh.
I don't know. Somebody could confirm it for me, but I think they're for sale now.
Well,
But yeah, it's Christmas stuff or Christmas decorations already out.
that's wild.
So
We went to Michael's today to like drown our sorrows in the fact that Joanne's doesn't exist anymore. Because sometimes
man,
it's just
like
nice to just go
okay,
like
so
wander.
the other thing is like okay, let me let you finish your thought so then I could get my thought
Okay,
on Joanne's.
I just wanted to go. Our daughter like was like, "What are you talking about?" I wanted to go fart around. Like that's just something that I feel like we've always said is like, "Oh, let's just go fart around the mall or let's go fart around the store," and it just means like just go like fumble around. Like we're just meandering, I guess is the better term for it. But she was like, "Are we gonna ever go look at something?" I was like, "Dude, I'm just farting around." She's like, "I haven't smelled any farts yet." But I just like, I don't know. I have been home all week, and I was like, I just want to go somewhere, and I want to go be creative and crafty. I want to go to Joanne's, and it doesn't exist, so I had to go to
I
Michael's.
think that's kind of where my question kind of came is like Joanne's. You could kind of we were able to just go and find something to like oh let me get inspiration to be creative type of
Yeah,
thing, and now there's not that.
I think it was the
And
fabrics.
is there going to be another place that could like is like a Michael's going to take over the fabric industry, or are we going to see another company come and say like we're going to do fabrics because like it's completely missing.
Completely missing. Now
Yeah.
that we do have some Michaels like around us that have a very small selection of fabrics, but it's like one row. But the one near us like doesn't have any
Yeah.
fabric, and they have a huge sign out front that's like, "Pardon our dust while we add more different product types." So I was like, it's coming, but I think that's what we really loved was going and we would just go through the fabric aisles and we're like, "Oh man, you know what you can make with
Yeah.
this." And now when we go to Michael's is just like blank shirts and vinyl and beads, and that's really like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like the flower things, like
Oh,
the
there's like a ton of like fake
fake
flowers. But
flowers.
yeah, I just don't feel inspired going there
Yeah.
yet. I'm holding out hope that I need somewhere to buy fabric.
Yeah. It's totally missing. Mary says Michael's did take over a lot of merch. Yeah. See, I mean, uh, we s- uh we saw something where it was like this cosplayer Yaya, what
Yeah,
was
yeah, Han.
Yaya Hunt, like she is making a deal with Michaels to do I guess like fabric over there.
Yeah.
So and she had like it was like one of the first ones where it was like cosplay made specific or fabric made for specifically cosplay.
hmm
So
I'm
it's
hopeful.
hopeful, right?
I'm
You're
hopeful.
hopeful.
But like before, okay, so I've got a fun to me project that I'm doing right now. I'm trying to make a wig from scratch. I felt overly confident when I made my roomie hair extension for Mosh Isley. And I was like, you know what? Because when I was trying to figure out how to do it, most of them were doing cosplay wigs. And a cosplay wig, they call them like helmet wigs. So basically, you're literally putting it on like a helmet. It's not like a floppy wig, I guess you would, where you get it and it's like all in a ball and you flip it here and then pull it back. It's literally shaped to your head, so you're just putting it
Well,
on.
because and I think the main reason is because they wanted to have like the different like bangs or certain like whooshes on the head.
Right. There's more dimension to it than just like a flat, natural looking wig like this. And so if you have like the big buns or you have these huge like anime wigs or these huge ponytails and they're airbrushed and like it looks like hair, but it's very little hair and actually just a lot more like foam underneath it. So I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. And so I think
So
we'll
you
see.
started another hobby.
I started a new hobby, which is wig making. And long story short, there is no store now for me to go and buy supplies like I need. Now, obviously, like wig making is very niche. So I had to buy my wig head off of Amazon, and I have to buy like the wigs themselves because unless I'm going to Spirit Halloween and buying them, again, that's seasonal. There's not really anywhere I can go to get those types of supplies, but getting like foam batting and craft glue, and I ordered glue sticks off of Amazon because I was like, I can't just go to Joann's anymore and just pick that stuff up. And I could probably get it at Michael's, but it's like if I can't go to the store and get like 2 or more things that I'm needing for a project.
Not for just one thing.
No, it's not worth it for me.
Yeah.
Like, so now I'm just spending all my money on Amazon. It's too many eggs in one basket.
Yeah. Well, and now they're like, you saw that they're going to be eliminating Amazon Prime. Like you can only ship it to your house type of thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know when they're starting this, but Amazon's basically like cracking down on having multiple addresses on your Prime account. So if you're, say, a parent of like grown children and you were sharing a Prime account with your grown children where they live in their houses or their apartments, you can no longer like regularly Prime stuff to those other houses.
I mean, what I'm thinking is we get stuff normally here.
Yeah.
When we're at Disney, we'll get things shipped to our resort. We can't get that anymore.
No, the way that they worded it was a majority of your shipments on your Prime account have to go to your main residency. But if it's like one-offs, so maybe if it's like once a month or something, you're sending something somewhere else.
I don't know. I mean, we talked about this, right? We were talking about it where, like, I understand why, because it's not really. Yes, it's one thing of like they're wanting more subscribers or people enlisted type of thing, but it's more of a logistics thing because if they're having these warehouses that they're building and they have inventory in your hometown.
Oh.
Who was that?
Oh,
Danny.
Danny. Thank you. We're just complaining about
Amazon Prime.
Consumerism.
But you have to get things from Amazon. That's the thing that sucks. You have to because there's like nowhere you could find.
Exactly.
Things.
Where am I going to buy wig making stuff?
Yeah.
And just like random niche stuff. Oh my God. Okay, let's talk a little more about consumerism. As everybody knows, I am more than a little obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters. It is
how obsessed?
Just a little obsessed. It is all consuming. The movie was at number 4 over the weekend of the top 10 movies in the US. It was at number 4. And then it moved to like number 3 at some point, but I like took it as my personal mission to get it back to number 1. And it moved up to number 2 again. And I feel like I had a good part of that because I've had that movie on repeat. It may or may not be playing downstairs while we're up here. Wait, I lost my train of thought. No, I didn't. So I love this movie so much. The only place to get official merch is the Netflix shop. So I ordered like 5 things, right? And I ordered them last Monday. So I ordered them like 11 days ago. And I get an email after a day, and it says like, it's, processing time and then shipping time. I got an email like 2 days later that was like, one of your items shipped. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's a phone case that has Derpy on it. And I'm like, I'm so jacked for this. So I've been tracking it. And there was like no update for the longest. I finally, yesterday, it gives me an update of where it is. It's not getting here till Saturday. That's like 15. No, that's way not. It's like 12 days, 13 days after I ordered it.
Yeah,
I'm so spoiled.
It's not. Yeah,
I'm so spoiled by Amazon. But then here's even worse part is that's not coming until 13 days after I ordered it. The other 4 items that I ordered just shipped yesterday.
That's gonna be another 2 weeks.
So it's gonna be another. And I wanted to use that stuff for my upcoming trip, and I'm like, well, what do I got now?
I mean, hopefully you get it because there's like all that shipping stuff happening now.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're just not shipping stuff. From overseas over here.
Oh, like the tariffs.
Yeah, tariffs and stuff like that. So
it's yeah.
So
I was about to say, oh no, it's in this. I have no idea where it's coming from.
yeah.
Who knows? But we'll see if I get. So when I got this care package from New Workshop today, with the kids like immediately
I want this.
seized
I want this.
most of it, and I was like, I want 2 things and 2 things only. There was 2 cups. There was the Rumi cup and the Mira one. And our daughter calls me the Spice Queen, so I got the Mira one because that's her flavor. And then there's a little fit check for my Napalm Era sticker. I was like, it's mine. I was like, you guys can't have it. You can have everything else. You can't have those 2 things.
Working on a baby Saja cosplay. Nice.
Oh, for your little one? Oh, that's going to be so fun. Everybody loves baby Saja.
Yeah.
Is it because he's cute, but also the rapper?
Probably.
That's fair. It's just so good. I bought an Abby shirt for you from Netflix. If it shows up, we'll see.
If it ever gets here.
If it ever shows up. But the other thing is they keep dropping new stuff like every week. They're dropping new merch, and now they're starting to get into like the cosplay stuff. So they're dropping like their actual outfits. And so I bought the Zoe bomber jacket, like her incognito bomber jacket, because they did just a great job of it. But then I was like, as soon as I ordered it, they came out with the Mira shirt from the tour shirt. I was like, dang it, I want that too.
So you should have made a bigger order.
I should have.
I was gonna say,
yes, please, Danny.
We need to make a little clip, a reel of it, because remember on our episode we talked about how you're like they need to put it in theaters like 2 days, and they ended up putting it in theaters for 2 days,
Which was wild.
and then you're like, I wish it was at a theme park, and they're gonna now do a theme park of it.
Yeah, that's. It's pretty wild. I forgot that I said I wanted it in theaters I literally said just for 2 days, just put it in the theaters. People would go wild. And somebody had watched that video after the sing-along came out and commented, they're like, here's the timestamp. Like, if you just knew what was coming. Like, oh my God. And going to the sing-along too was just like, I was crying when the movie started, because I mean, obviously like the theater was filled with like little girls and then us and this amazing guy that was sitting like just to the side of us. He was like probably our age, by himself, Black guy, and he was just having like the time of his life. Like I think he and I were sealing that honeymoon in that theater, because we were like singing at the top of our lungs. Like at the end, he was like, Gino, no. Like as if he was watching it for the first time, but he knew every word.
Yeah.
Even not even the songs. Like he knew every word.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I do predict the future. I predict that we're going to win the lottery this weekend.
Oh, dude.
The Powerball's up to like
everybody's like
1.8 or something.
Like, I'm not going to tell you, but there'll be signs. Like that's all the reels I'm seeing.
I sent you one that was like
what to do
when you win. It was like, tell no one. Tell no one. Change your numbers. Block everybody. So you'll know.
Yeah. So if this is our last episode, you'll know.
You'll know. Jeffrey says they still no K-pop Demon Hunter menu items at the Netflix Bites Cafe. Is that in Vegas? I feel like that's a Vegas thing. You would think they would. Do they have stuff for Wednesday? Because if they have stuff for Wednesday, I feel like that's very rude. Claim the windings under a trust. Yeah. I saw something like the first thing you do is get a lawyer, but get a lawyer at like a large firm that has like no family or friend relations to you.
Mm.
And then like you decide how I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do with the money. Jeffrey says it's in the MGM Grand. That's fun. I hope they do come out with stuff though. But yeah, so there's some theme park in Seoul or in Korea is going to do like a themed little festival type of thing, takeover for one of the lands.
I mean,
that's in the fall.
Yeah, it's just like an activation.
I mean, I'm tempted. Listen, if we were not,
but it's like it's only going to be for like a short period.
I know.
So
there's
imagine
no
how
way. And it's going to be slammed. Yeah. When we joked before our Japan trip, like we will never financially recover from this. Like we'll see We'll see another international trip in like 5 years, maybe. Mary says if you purchase a second home in Orlando, we'll know you won. Ooh, a K-pop cruise. That would be fun. Could you imagine? Oh my God. I can't even think about it. I'm so excited at the thought of it. Like my body can't handle that excitement right now. Do you see how excited I am now versus when we started? Like, yes, we're talking about my
hey,
favorite
what's
thing.
going on, guys?
Hey, guys. I was in my Mira phase. Now I'm my Zoe. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's just so good. It's just such a good movie. I can't stop talking about it. I convinced you to do one episode about it. Which
we did 2 episodes.
But then I convinced you to do a second one. Yeah. You're like, it's too much. But I kind of feel like we have a little bit of a evolution, if you will, with the podcast. Because when we first started the podcast, it was like not almost exclusively, but the majority of the episodes we did were Star Cruiser.
Yeah.
And then obviously nothing to talk about there anymore. So we were like, well, we're traveling now and we're doing all these other things. So let's talk about travel. And then we talked about like Star Wars a little bit and Disney, but I don't know. I feel like we've evolved too, or especially a lot of the trips that we do now are not trips that other people can take or experience the way that we would. Like, yes, anybody could have booked that Star Cruise that we went on. Sorry, not the Star Cruise, Star of the Seas cruise that we went on. Because, yes, we were on a preview, but everybody there was like a paying guest. So we just paid our way to go to that. But when we go to like a convention for Mosh Isley or any of these other things, like even Spooky Explorers Club, we're working those events. And so it's not necessarily something that if we can talk about it, but you're not going to experience it in the way that we would experience it because we're putting that thing on.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more of like as time progresses, like as we, we just like grow and we're just doing new things. One of the big things for me is like, I Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but there isn't any Star Wars right now. And so it's just like, all right, well, I'm going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Like, what are my other things my other interests? And so it's like, I think the cool thing about it is like, getting into anime now is like something I've like kind of watched on the side over here, but the fact that it's like brand new to you and experiencing it with you and with the kids, like as a first time thing,
yeah,
it's just as fun. So it's like, we start learning about that, our son's like really getting into One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's kind of like the family show that we just like sit and watch, catch a couple episodes here and there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the where like it becomes more of an obsession or a different obsession because it's like, yes, Star Wars was my thing, and I shared it, and like, but right now there's nothing. So I'm just kind of like, well, let's just like see what the next thing that was my thing that I could share with everybody.
Right. I think, and that's where I am enjoying watching anime more because I never thought that I would like anime. I still don't know that you'll ever get me on kung fu movies, although I've watched some of them with you.
I mean, we watched John Wick, and that's pretty much a kung fu movie. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, actually, it kind of is. Movie. It has Ip Man in it, and I know who Ip Man is, so because I watched all those movies with you. But yeah, kung fu, that's something that you've always loved, and I've been like,
See?
Okay, but did I or did I not fall asleep watching John Wick 4 yesterday?
You did.
But I had a tummy ache, to be fair.
Okay, please tell me, can I justifiably get upset? Because I was not in the mood to watch it. We watched John Wick 4, The Wickening.
Stop calling it that.
Whatever the name of it
is.
It's
just John Wick 4.
No, it has like, it's Parabellum or something. It's like something else. Is it just John Wick 4?
I don't know. I'll look.
Anyways, I wasn't in the mood to watch it. I wasn't. I was just like, nah, I'm not like ready to watch it, sit down and watch it type of thing. But Sarah was like, grumpy, you don't want to hang out with me.
No.
You never want to watch movies with me.
No, John Wick Chapter 4.
So she gives me the guilt trip and says, I just wanted to watch a movie with you.
I'm going to let you finish.
And so we sit and watch John Wick 4. Halfway through, I'm invested now. Like I'm like,
it was
okay,
not halfway through.
it's halfway through.
At the time I bailed, it seemed like it was 3/4 of the way through.
It seemed like, but it was halfway through. So I'm vested because it's a new movie. So I'm like, I start watching it. I don't get to bed till like 2.
No,
because it's long. It's a long movie.
There's no way.
It is
because we started the movie early.
It's a long movie, so it like
There's no
finished
way
at
that was
1.
a 4-hour
It finished like
movie.
at 1.
Okay, I was gonna say
And
we
so
started.
I was
like
all jacked up, ready
10.
to fight. So I had to take an hour,
Somewhere
just
my
like
back hurts. You were doing kung fu in the bed. I woke up and was like, man, I could have slept on my back weird.
But am I justified for being upset for her to give me such crap to make me watch this movie that I didn't want to watch?
Nah.
And then I stayed up late to watch it.
Can I share my side of the story now? Before you pass judgment, let me share my side of the story. You came to me because sometimes we hang out. Like after
sometimes we
hang out. After the kids like go to bed for the evening, sometimes we hang out and sometimes we do separate things, and then we'll get back together like right before bed and we doom scroll for a little bit and then we go to sleep. But sometimes we won't go our separate ways and we'll hang out together. You said, hey, you want to hang out tonight? I was like, yeah. I was like, what do you want to do? You're like, I don't know. I was like, you want to watch John Wick 4? You're like, ugh. I was like, okay. Noted. I said, you want to watch the new season of Wednesday? You're like, no. I was like, okay, well, I've given 2 options now, brother. So you decide. So then you go and you play your video games. I'm going to tell the whole story. You were like, I'm going to go play for just a little bit, like an hour, and then we'll reconvene. I said, okay, cool. You came down early and your games did not go well, so you were not in a good mood. So I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? You're like, I don't know. I'm like, do you want to watch YouTube? You want to doom scroll together? I don't know. You want to watch John Wick 4?
Like, I had some bad games.
But you were like, you were crazy. So you're the one that put the movie on. I actually didn't tell you to put the movie on. You put the movie on. So technically, you started it.
Oh.
Anyway, apparently a third of the way through this movie, I got a tummy ache. My tummy hurt so bad. I was like, I think I'm going to throw up. Maybe it was all the violence.
You're just like, oh,
and the bad acting. But yeah, like my stomach was hurting and I was like, I don't feel good. I was like, I'm gonna take some Tums. And I was like, I feel like I might throw up. And then my body got tired. And I think it was my body's way of just like, you need to go to sleep now. You cannot endure this tummy ache. It was past your bedtime. It was past my bedtime. And I was like, it seems like the final fight. I'll just catch it later. But apparently I have another hour of this movie to watch.
It was not the final fight.
So guess what we're doing tonight? No, not tonight. We have Dantaran to watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a sympathetic tummy.
It was. To
John Wick.
Too much violence. Well, so I feel like, and I don't know because I haven't seen the end of John Wick 4, but...
Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. But I know they had that ballerina...
What's going on, Vader?
Hey, Vader. I know they had that ballerina, whatever, I don't know what they called it, movie that came out that was kind of like a spin-off or whatever. I don't know if there's going to be a John Wick 5 because I haven't finished 4, so I don't know what happens to him, to Jonathan. But I feel like I asked you a million times, have we seen John Wick 3? And you're like, yes. A lot of times, actually. Like,
we have.
I think every time I asked you, you'd be like, let's watch it so you remember watching it. And I'd get like most of the way through it and be like, oh, now I remember this one. Yeah. But I have watched that movie probably 3 or 4 times and didn't remember until the very end that I'd seen it.
Yeah. I can confirm this.
So I asked you the other day, I was like, hey, John Wick 4 is on Hulu.
Exactly. Right.
Have we seen John Wick 4? You're like, no. I was like, perfect. Now's the time. Whoops.
So yes, I've seen it now. I've watched the whole thing.
I'm going to probably not watch it again. And then in like 2 or 3 months, I'm going to be like, hey, have we seen John Wick 4? And you could pull this video up. I'm going
to get re-mad saying, yes, I've watched it.
I'm probably going to have a repeat tummy ache.
Started Kaiju number 8.
Comes back as a zombie. What is Kaiju number 8? Is it an anime? I feel like before we move on, Brian asked what Spooky Explorers Club is. So we did it last year. It's essentially like it's a get together that we do once a year. Me and my friend Aaron Sagers, who is I'm gonna butcher this. He's a host of Ghost Hunters on the Travel Channel.
That was paranormal encounters
activities.
No.
Oh, so sorry, Aaron. We do not have cable. But he's the host of a TV show on the Travel Channel, and he's like super into all things spooky and does ghost hunts and does all of these like big trips. But he also really loves Disney, and so most of the paranormal work that he does is like true paranormal, spooky, scary stuff. And so he wanted to offer something that was more, like more spooky, less scary, like a not so scary type of thing. And so last year we did it, and it was like a 3-day, 2.5-day event where we went to the parks and we had these guest speakers come in and talk about spooky stuff within the parks. And we had like what is it called when you work in the morgue?
Mortician?
A mortician.
A mortician, or is it
not the ones that like do up the makeup, but like maybe she was a mortician. It was really cool though. She was talking about like the Victorian influences on the Haunted Mansion and some of the other rides in Magic Kingdom, which was really neat. And then we went to like the Halloween party at Magic Kingdom and just hung out. We went to Hollywood Studios and rode Tower of Terror, and it was all kinds of good stuff. So
just hanging out with your spooky friends.
Hanging out with spooky friends. So we have that in a couple weeks. So I was actually doing some like finishing touches on logistics and lists and all kinds of stuff today, but that's going to happen in 2 weeks. I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be a good time.
Bob says Ballerina was good movie, but not as intense as John Wick. Ana de Armas couldn't get the shooting down, I guess.
I feel like he shot a lot more bullets than should have been in a magazine each time. And I thought that was the thing that they like really were sticklers for. They used to be.
Yeah.
Maybe by the 4th movie, they're like, we gotcha. You're not going to go
The thing was,
anywhere.
is like he was also saying there was like 20 round magazines, so.
Okay.
Give him a little bit bigger.
Well, fine.
Thing, so.
Fine. Jeffrey said, I've made more anime than I've watched over the last year. What? You've made anime? That's fun. Kaiju number 8 I haven't heard of. Brian says it's a new anime. Our big one right now is Dantaran. And I really enjoy that one. I'm enjoying like...
Yeah. That's the one that we've been watching.
You and I watch. The kids don't watch that one. And then we just finished our rewatch
of Demon Slayer. Getting ready for Infinity Castle.
We've got tickets to go see it next week on opening day. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for that.
Except that you said it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, so don't fall asleep.
And I've been having like between my stomach and my tiny bladder lately. Don't fall asleep.
I was like, I'm going to watch the whole thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that the Phantom Menace musical thing. Or you had posted something, right, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey posted a song. It was a song and a music video, I think, right? But that's cool. It's crazy what AI can do nowadays. Brian says, I have quite a few friends who do historical work and paranormal stuff up in the New England states and have a huge interest in all things spooky and occultish. You should join us next year if you're available. I have a good time with it because I'm not like, I've had to come back around to spooky. I was traumatized by this boy that I was dating in high school who wouldn't.
It wasn't me.
It was you.
Oh. It wasn't me. I didn't scare you.
We went to go watch, what was the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar and she was taking a shower and the hand came out of the back of her head? And it was in Japan.
The Grudge?
No. But it was the something. Ring? No. Was it The Grudge?
Was it The Grudge or The Ring? One of those.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? And there was like the shadows that would come from the corners. Maybe it was The Grudge.
I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was watching the video one, so that was the...
No.
The Ring.
She was like no, that wasn't Sarah Michelle Gellar. I don't remember who the lead was in that one. But The Ring was the video with the 7 days. Maybe it was The Grudge. I think you're right. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I was like, something about that movie. I was like, that could totally happen. And I was like, I'm really scared. I think I want to leave. And you're like, no, we're gonna stay. And I was like,
I bought tickets.
I was like, I have a tummy ache.
I was a broke high school kid. I paid for 2 tickets.
I know. It was a lot. It wasn't even like a Super Saver Tuesday or anything.
It was prime time Saturday.
Anyway, that movie scared the bejesus out of me, and I like swore off scary movies for the longest. And then we finally like started getting back into it. And then we explained Final Destination to our son.
Oh no, because the thing is like we use it like a verb or like a noun.
Oh yeah.
Like we're just like, that's straight up Final Destination. And he's like, what is that?
And we looked at each other like, oh boy.
It's like, when like you're driving behind a semi and a bunch of wood, you don't do that.
To be fair, we probably shouldn't have told them that. We told both of the kids that the movie started with like somebody having a premonition of the plane blowing up, and so they got off the plane. Like with as much as these kids travel, hopefully they forget. Oh, that's fun. Brian says he was spoiled in school because Travis worked for a local theater. I worked for a video rental company. It wasn't Blockbuster. It was the competitor, Hollywood Video, that went under before Blockbuster did.
Did it?
Pretty sure.
I thought that one was out after.
Is it? No, I don't know.
Because it had the game store with it.
Yeah, but I think the game store broke off into its own entity.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it stayed alive because
because of
the video rentals went away, but it was still the game store.
The game store. Oh, I think you're right.
Game Crazy?
Yeah, Game Crazy.
I think that's what it was called.
Mary says Poltergeist scared the bejesus out of me when it first came out. I haven't watched scary movies since. I haven't watched that one.
See, now it's spooky season, so it's like
it's time.
We start watching a little bit more. Like, okay, let's see what we can watch.
You know what I really liked? Was it last year or the year before? We watched. I think it was the year before. All the Scream movies. Yeah. That was really fun. Because, I said, I don't remember watching them. I remember the vibe
last
afterwards.
Year I watched all the Child's Play movies.
No, that was like 3 years ago you watched those. It was when the latest one came out. Last year you watched Alien.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is.
Scream is so good, but I don't remember. Now, because I think I've seen it recently enough, I remember who the killer is in the first one. But like, I can watch them all again.
It goes in one ear and then out the other.
No. Like I said, all I remember from seeing a movie is like the way it made me feel and the vibes. Like, did I enjoy that? Yes or no? Was it like exciting enough to like rewatch? Yes or no? And that's what I take away from it. John Wick, the first movie, I don't know I know what happened in the first 5 minutes. I don't know anything about the rest of it. John Wick 2, right over my head. I literally could not tell you a single thing except that John Wick was in it. John Wick 3, Parabellum, I've seen it enough now that I at least remembered some of the characters. John Wick 4, The Awakening. I actually kind of remember.
Alien, no. So that kind of, we watched some of the Alien movie, I think up to 3.
I think so, yeah.
I watched it with my son, and so he's kind of like pumped for it. But then we were kind of like debating on doing Prometheus and like what order we should do it, because it's like the whole like prequels and stuff like that. And then there was a new one coming out. I don't remember. It was the recent one that had come out.
Oh,
but
year.
It was prompted because Alien Earth had started. Like we started seeing the ads.
Ooh.
So we were like, "Ooh, should we pick it up and finish it out?"
Katie says, typically not a scary movie person, but I watched all of Alien Earth because the Dad Batch did an episode last night. They did an episode on Alien Earth. That's funny. Is it new?
Yeah.
Tell me about this. Is it going on right now?
It's a series, yeah. It's a series, right?
Yeah. I think so. I think it is a show, but I didn't think it was like coming out right now. I feel like we haven't had any Alien stuff in like a year.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Hulu.
a little series.
Series on Hulu. Jeffrey says, I'm like that with Thor, The Dark World. Please don't ask me about the plot because I've seen it twice and I'm still confused. Yeah. Like when it comes to like, maybe that's why I get so annoyed with like the Marvel Universe stuff. And people are like, oh my God. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen that guy before, sure. I don't know if he's good or bad. Like, I don't know.
I think for me, it's more of like, I sometimes I don't understand what like why they did things. Like I'll like, oh, why did they do that? It's like I remember they did this, but I don't remember why. And then it has to like, I have to like go forward, like I have to fast forward and then rewind to like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember now why things happen. But
yeah, I think is I don't mind doing homework to go see something. Like I happily rewatched all of Demon Slayer. And usually like if it's a rewatch, I'm like in and out of the room. I was like glued to the TV. I love that show. So I'm happy. We watched, I forget how many it was, 46 episodes.
Yeah.
In the last month. Like we had to calculate out like how many episodes, or no, 60 something episodes, and we had like 40 something days from when we bought tickets. And like I calculated how many episodes we needed to watch every single day, taking into account travel and all of these other things in order to make it in time. We finished a week ahead of time. We were ahead of schedule. We under promised and over delivered. We were great at that. But I have to remember what happened. And like, I don't know, something about there's just too many. There's too many characters, too many stories, too many universes.
I mean, I think the other part of it too is like you're talking about a show. Like watching a show is a little bit more bite-sized than like committing the time to a movie. I think that's the thing. It's like same thing with like John Wick. Like if it was like a show of the movie, you might just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that episode. Like it was just this. It was just this. But I think that's
true.
that's
like
the
you
thing.
can sit there and watch a movie's worth of shows, but it feels more bite-sized. Can I tell you a secret?
Go for it.
You're not gonna like it.
What's that?
I knew when we started John Wick, I was not gonna finish it last night. We started a movie at 10 o'clock. What did you expect?
For you to watch it.
I could doom scroll with you for 3 hours, but watching a movie, I can't do it. It's a lot. That's asking a lot of me. And you know what's so funny is like my dad would fall asleep like in the movie theaters. We'd be like, "Why are we bringing you? Like, what are you? Why are you here? Just stay home." And he'd be like, "Oh, I love the movies."
He just goes to sleep.
But he would just fall asleep in every movie we would go to, except Jackass. The man loved his Jackass movies. That was like our thing together. But every other movie he would fall asleep. And I'm like, why is your like stay awake? What are you doing? And now I've become him.
Mm-hmm.
Love a little nap. Love a little nap during a show.
So I guess they did a pre-show of the Alien.
This is more of a thriller than anything. I don't mind it. I don't mind scary.
The Alien stuff is just more of like.
I'm pretty sure it was The Grudge though.
That scared you?
Mm-hmm. This is how I ended up working on my model kits.
He passes out.
I don't know what it is. Is it Pavlovian maybe? Like even sometimes when we're watching like shows that I'm really excited about, I'm like, oh, I feel it. Like it's just like it hits me. Like I remember we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, whatever the name of that movie is.
That was a good one.
It was a great movie, and like at the end is when it gets like super intense and like literally everything everywhere all at once. And I'm like falling asleep. Yes, that's the one. It was The Grudge that scared me so bad. I was like falling asleep. Like I could not. I had to stand up and like literally hop for the rest of the movie because I could not stay. If I stood still, even if I stood still, I would have fallen asleep. Don't tell Nick
That's
that.
crazy.
His favorite movie.
Oh yeah,
ever. Yeah.
That's
He like
a good
loves
one.
that movie. I probably need to rewatch it, but like start in the
very
middle.
emotional
Maybe.
at the end too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just fighting for my life.
You were emotional. You're like, I gotta walk around.
Stay awake. That's why I'm scared about demon. I'm like, I really have anxiety about it, about being able to hold my bladder the whole time because I don't want to miss it.
That I'm I guess more concerned because it's like, okay, if it's like not me going to the restroom, but just like our kids going to the restroom. And I know we're horrible parents.
Oh yeah, you just told everybody that we're taking them to.
We're taking them to the.
Listen,
they're gonna learn one day.
They're gonna learn. We've watched Demon Slayer with them twice, and like we have you know what? I don't have to justify to you why we let our kids watch anime. They've seen it. They're excited for it. It's fine.
They're fine. They'll be fine.
We are messing them up in a variety of ways, so that way they can pick and choose what their trauma is when they grow up. But at least this one's a fun one. But yeah, if the kids have to go, I'm like, do I sacrifice my little treat of having like popcorn and a big Coke Zero? So that way I'm just like, because if you get popcorn, it's so salty, then you need the soda to offset it. You can't get you can't do water. You have to have the soda. But then you're like, oh man, I just had a lot of soda. Time for more popcorn. And it's just like, then you end up with a tummy ache and a full bladder. And that's like my nightmare right now. Oh.
Just as long as you pay for the therapy. Yeah, exactly. Right, Katie?
Jeffrey says, you know your kids better than anyone else. That's true. Thanks. No judgment here. I mean, they'll get messed up in some way or another. Like at least we're having fun watching anime. At least they like sit there and watch anime with us. Which is nice.
Well, no, okay. So the other part of it is like we were having this conversation with somebody, but like we get a little bit more serious. There's like things to learn, things that they're kind of like learning. Like, you know, Tanjiro's this character where he's just kind of like this kind-hearted soul, and no matter like how bad he gets beat up, he still stays kind and stays true to, you know, what he believes in. And it's just kind of like those little things, like even our little one catches on to.
Yeah. And there's sometimes themes that they catch on to that I haven't caught on to yet. And I'm like, oh, dang. Oh, yeah. Dang. And we try to use them as lessons too. We're like, why is it bad that this person did that? Or like, why do you think they're holding back? And they come up with they draw their own conclusions.
Yeah. So
which is cool.
We use it for good.
Real world is scarier. Is that not the truth? Like, okay. Perfect example of that, actually, Katie. I'm so glad you brought that up. So I don't want to give away too much details, but we were in a situation, we were in a waiting room, and I was me and the kids, we're in a waiting room, and there's a TV on, and it's playing the news. And it's the middle of the day, it's playing the news. It happens to be the day of I don't know, can we even say the word? I don't even know. The Catholic school that was attacked last week. And they're like 30 minutes. And it's blaring. There's no way to escape it. I can't leave the waiting room. And my kids are having to sit there and like listen to this. And I'm like, so now I'm having to have these conversations with the kids. And I'm like, this is not something that I want to have to talk to my kids about.
Or just the worry of it, right?
Just the worry of it. Like, that's not something that they should ever have to be concerned about.
Yeah.
And so having to have those hard conversations, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Let's go watch Demon Slayer. But it's awful. And it was unavoidable. And like, we don't ever have on like, well, our daughter really loves the local news whenever we travel, but we usually have on like the lighthearted news and stuff. But for this one, it was just like, I feel like, I don't know if it's everybody's local news, or ours in particular, or it was like a national thing, but it was just like all the bad things, like all the terrible things. And it's like, this type of TV is not rated, but you're going to rate like an anime that's a fictional thing about like killing demons. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I think the big thing is like the real world can be that much scarier. So
that was a doozy. I'm like, well, let's try to parent a way out of this one. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Never done this before. I don't know how to parent out of this.
You're like, hey, what's that on your shirt, kids?
I'm honestly may have done something like that.
You give them the little Three Stooges. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Just a little wet willy. I was like, hey, do this. Mary says, I feel like this is the perfect reason why public areas like that should not have news playing like that. Things can trigger so many people. Look at most 80s movies. Yeah, I mean, really and truly, like.
Well, dude, like the 80s movies, you're watching like our old
What
90s
was
or
it?
the old 90s movies, like the old Disney movies. It was just like
No,
it was different.
You put something on the other day and you're like, oh man, this is a great movie. We need to watch it. What was it? And we're like, oh, this is just like wonderful. Like one of the, I don't remember if it was like an 80s or a 90s, like one of those classic, like a John Hughes type of movie. And we put it on and we're like, oh, nope, you're not ready for that.
Oh, it was Bubble Boy.
Oh, that's right.
It was Bubble Boy. I was like, oh yeah, I remember watching this. And I was like, oh man, like, nope, we need to.
5 minutes in, we're like, whoa, you got something on your shirt. Oh my goodness.
Straight in the Mando.
Next to, we need some sort of like a foam. They're all like, none of them are very straight.
Well, I think the other thing too is like this one is a lot longer than this one height wise. So it'll always be
Yeah, you
offset.
you can only see like 3 of the rows.
I need to do like I bought this little turntable thing and I plan on it. I'm the best planner. Executions don't count on me.
That's why we work together.
Yeah.
I love planning too, though.
So then you
can do it.
But just to like show off, like showcase each of the helmets, because like I was telling you, I have at this point that I know of, I have all the Hasbro Black Series helmets. So
if you're gonna do it, you need to do it soon because I think another one is due to arrive in like a couple months. I think it was supposed to arrive beginning of October, but then I got an email that was like, it's delayed until November. And I'm like, I don't even know. I ordered this so long ago. I don't even know when it was supposed to come in. I just leave the order email in my inbox so I know how many helmets to expect.
So
Legend. Ooh, what is Legend? I feel like we need a new anime to start watching because Dantaran season 2 is going to come to an end probably in the next few weeks. We just finished Demon Slayer. I heard Hunter x Hunter is good.
Yeah. And I've been kind of watching Attack on Titan, so I was like I've been doing my solo ones.
That's true. My solo anime is the new season of King of the Hill.
It's been okay. Like it has like its jokes here and there, but it didn't feel like the old King of the Hill.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. It's definitely made more for modern times because I think if you went back and like watched them, you'd be like, oh, you can't say that nowadays. And so they like address it, and it's very much that. I don't know. It's cute. It's a good second screen show for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I think like you and I watched 3 episodes together, and we're like, oh, this is fun. Like we were enjoying it, but it's a slower show.
Yeah.
And so I was able to like second screen it the other day, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, what else have we had going on?
Nothing much. I mean, we've had this lull getting ready for Halloween.
Already,
I think the kids are excited for getting dressed up. So it's just trying to find fabrics or costumes. Like it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough right now.
But the kids are already like, they've already decided what they're going to be. I've purchased, I think, nearly everything for their costumes at this point. There's like small little accessories and stuff that they want to add to them.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the difficult one and make a full wig.
Yeah. I mean, there was D23 just recently.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about D23 and the
we can talk about it.
Updates?
We didn't go, but
we did not.
We heard the news.
It was a destination D23, which they swap that with like the big D23 every other year. the D23 happens in Anaheim, and then Destination D23 is much smaller, and it happens at Disney World, which is funny that it's. You would think it would be opposite.
Yeah.
But no. I think also it helps that the Anaheim Convention Center is like walking distance to Disneyland, so that makes it like really easy. But there were some things that came out. There's an original story that Disney's putting out about villains.
Hexed.
Or it's like a villains inspired story. I don't think it's like the Disney villains.
It's just a villain story.
Yeah. Maybe. Actually, I don't really know. But that's coming out, I believe, end of next year. And then they shared some stuff about the Disney Destiny, the new cruise ship that's coming out in November.
Oh, yeah. They have some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. So there's going to be Dr. Facilier. It sounds like maybe it's this like private invite only thing.
No, I think Facilier is just like a character, but I think there's going to be like a magician, like where you get invited to it.
Oh, okay. And that's like a private thing.
Yeah, private thing.
Yeah. Facilier sounded like he was going to be wandering around like the Grand Hall. But then I think maybe you could also, like, I think he may also be the magician. You get the private invite. So I don't know. I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but I'm going to be on the preview cruise for the Disney Destiny. So maybe I'll get to experience that. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll just do like a
You could do that
presentation.
there's a floating drink too.
Yeah. So there's a
Or
Doctor
like
Strange. Is it a Doctor Strange bar? The Sanctum bar. Yeah. So there's the Doctor Strange bar that we'll get to experience. And it's like a floating drink. And then there's another one that has kind of the
you could touch it and like
ball that they always had like in Sharper Image in the 90s in the mall. It was like, that's what it
make
looked
your
like.
hair stand up.
Yeah. It was like that. So yeah, they'll have that. And then they're going to have the Haunted Mansion bar again. And then I think just all the other ones are just kind of like, they're themed to more like heroes and villains. That's the theme of this ship. Tony says, you had me at cocktails. You know, I love a good presentation on a cocktail.
I mean, as long as they could get a good one.
Last time.
Like it's got me like, ooh, a little floating drink.
Yeah. When I did the treasure,
But it's also got to taste good.
It has to taste good. But for research purposes, I did try every single cocktail on the menu at the Haunted Mansion parlor. They were okay. They're nothing that I'm like, oh my God, that was so good. I think the best drink I've ever had on a cruise ship that's like a unique cocktail was that one. Was it the Tatooine something from the Hyperspace Lounge on the Wish? Like, I'm looking forward to having that drink again with the Woodford Reserve in it.
Yeah, like it's kind of like old fashioned.
Yeah, it was good. Cask and Canyon. Yep, that's the Pirates of the Caribbean theme bar. So the biggest news, which I am like absolutely shocked by coming out of D23, is Cinderella's Castle is going back to the original color scheme.
I mean, I'm not shocked by it.
No. I don't feel like I feel like people stopped complaining about it a while ago.
Yeah, I think but I think it's a win-win for them. They probably have to repaint it anyways. Right? However long ago it was, 10 years? 10 years ago that they've painted it?
No.
5 years?
Yeah. I think it was like pandemic.
Whatever the cycle is of, here, let's repaint it.
Or like touch it up or whatever.
And so they're like, well, let's just do that. And then we could make some people happy. Because again, now some people are going to be like, oh, I love the pink.
Yeah.
So
when we were talking about it in the our travel
it does look a little bit like more dull, like going back to that old color, like because it's just very like a regular castle. It doesn't look like
grand.
But
I loved it though. 2021 is when they did it. Sleeping Beauty's castles at Disneyland, Bob. I loved the gray and blue castle. I just think it's classic. And the Disneyland castle is pink. It's the Sleeping Beauty castle. It's pink and blue, which makes sense. But for Cinderella's castle, like it should be blue. It should kind of match the theme of that character.
They just had the extra paint buckets. They were just like, oh, let's paint it over here.
But yeah, you're right.
Or we got to buy new buckets.
We got extra supply chain issues. But I'm excited to see it back. I know now people are like, "Oh, I kind of like the pink. It was growing on me." Like the pictures do pop better. That was one of my in our travel agent chats. One of the travel agents was like, the pictures pop better like at night, especially with the color on it, but it,
So,
and now the thinking is now that it's going back to the original color scheme, we'll get the dream lights back on the castle for Christmas time. So like the icicle lights all
oh
over
yeah,
it. 'Cause
yeah.
we've never seen that.
No?
Because we never went at Christmas time, and then when we finally did go at Christmas time is when they converted it to
Oh,
the
okay,
pink.
yeah.
Jeffrey said as long as it's not the Pepto-Bismol cake. I wish I had seen that. I think that would have been fun. Saying. Why not? It was like for a year, right? Or Stitch's toilet paper castle, but they only did that for like one day.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah. But it was only for one day.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the other big piece of news is that the Tron ride is getting
a
an
recolor
overlay for the launch of the new movie Tron Ares. So the canopy is going to be red, and then it's going to have the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack instead of the Daft Punk soundtrack that it currently has.
I think it'll be good.
It'll be fun. A little scary.
I think the movie, just like the ride, it's kind of like, is it ever going to come out? Oh yeah, it's finally coming out. Like it's just like
it's here. It's upon us now.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm so pumped up to go watch it. It's just kind of like, okay, it's been so long for it to come out.
I liked the first Tron. You had watched it before I had.
The old one?
The first, the original Tron. And so then you had me watch it. And it was like one of those like, I think this is cool. Do you think this is cool? And I just liked you so much that I was like, yes.
Well, but I think the thing too is like those old movies like that. And I was tell you like that movie and like Hackers back in the day when it was like, you didn't know
technology.
Yeah. And so it was like this futuristic thing. Like they're going to go in the computer and this is how it looks when you're looking for things.
Yeah.
And it was very fantastical. And like now that you know different, you're kind of like, all right, let's see how are they relating it to, these, the users and the programs and stuff like that.
Big brain now.
Yeah.
You can't.
And bringing it to real life type of stuff.
Can't let go anymore.
Yeah.
Now you know how it works. You're tainted.
Yeah.
No, I thought the first one was good, but then when the second one came out, like 10 years ago or something, you're like, meh.
I was pumped for it because
you were really pumped for it, but then we watched it and we were like, eh.
I liked it.
Did you like the second one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you ever watched it more than the one time though.
I watched it just recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What's it called?
Tron 2.
No, it's not. There's a name.
The Troning.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the Daft Punk. That was great.
Were they like DJs at a party or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I kind of maybe remember that, but I could also just be imagining that. Will Tron be available during the Christmas party? I don't know if they said when it's going till, but I think it starts like September 20th or something.
That's one that you definitely have to try to get a lightning lane though.
For at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like it's
Hackers.
crazy.
Have I seen Hackers? I feel like maybe I've seen it with you.
Let me see.
Because the other day you heard a reel and it was like
what
it was
every
millennial thinks of when they hear this song. And I was like, I don't know the song. And you were like, yeah, Hackers. I was like, well, have I seen it?
I don't think so. It was a Matthew Lillard was in it. Angelina Jolie.
I probably took a nap.
You probably did.
I feel like I watched the beginning of it. I'm looking right now to see. Okay, looking on Disney Parks blog, how long this is going to go through. It just says limited time starting September 15th. So, who knows?
So yeah, it's I think that's the only things that I remember or like that's really like jumped out to me for D23.
Yeah, those were the big ones. And And then they did announce weirdly, they waited until like a day or two after to announce that Dino Land is officially closing first
Oh
week of
yeah.
February of next year. Like, why didn't you do that?
They didn't want it to be tainted. Their D23 to be tainted.
I guess so. Dude, I remember last year we were in Nashville and it was D23 and we were just like having a chill night in the hotel. And so I sat there and I watched the entire live stream of like the big parts
Oh
panel.
yeah.
Remember that? But it was like 3 hours.
Because that all the musical stuff.
Yeah, it did. It had all the
No.
musical stuff. And I was like, come on already.
Utopia taking over Animal Kingdom?
Yes. So the new show, Better Zoogether, is I think in November, I want to say. That's the new one that's going over the Tree of Life.
No.
That took over Tough to Be a Bug.
Okay.
And they were doing media. I know they were doing some kind of media events or like filming for it like today or something. So it's soon. It's coming out soon. So maybe we'll finally go watch that show because I was never going to go see It's Tough to Be a Bug.
But are they going to leave the mechanics?
No. I mean, that's why I say maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Like if they're leaving the same mechanics, like
no thanks. I'm
you
out.
can retheme it all you want, but
doesn't the Zootopia movie comes out this year too, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they'll have it out before that happens. Are there any good movies that are coming out besides Wicked? For good.
I think Wicked's the big one.
I think that may be like my only. Tron. Will we go see Tron in theaters?
Maybe. I think that's
or maybe
one that
you
like
go with your friends.
Yeah, I was like
because I don't think the kids will.
I think that's one that you like. I would just want to see like on a big screen because it's just I think visually appealing, and then hearing some Nine Inch Nails would be awesome too.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, it's not something I'm like I'm gonna move schedules around to make sure it happens. I'll see IMAX.
Ooh, it's been a long time since we've seen something in IMAX. I feel like The Last Jedi was the last movie we saw in IMAX.
Was it?
Yeah, because
Dang.
then remember we didn't watch.
Well, I know. I think there's the thing is like that's when like pandemic, so it was like we weren't watching movies. Like we've really just started picking movies back up.
Yeah,
up the last 2 years.
Well, also we just had one of our kids was just too little to sit through a movie, so if we did go see it, we would go watch like the Marvel movies with your friends, which we go watch the new Marvel movies with them still and get like a babysitter for that. But like just going to see a regular movies, like we just have to wait until it's out because we can't.
The Long Walk hits theaters next week.
What is that?
It's like a zombie. So I saw like something where people were on treadmills.
I saw that.
And they were like, they're walking the entire movie.
You have to walk the entire movie. If you stop, they escort you out. Yeah. I saw that. Which is a great publicity stunt if that's what that was. Because now I'm realizing if it's not out yet. I was like, oh, that's kind of like I would stay awake for a movie if I had to walk the whole time. Because they were like little walking pads. They weren't like, I mean, it was a treadmill, but they were walking. They weren't like marathoning.
Yeah, but what if it's like when the zombies came?
Then you have to like run.
You have to like jog and start moving.
That could be fun. That could be fun, actually. It's like a
you say that now.
I mean, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go pay to go see a movie and pay extra to go see a movie because you can't fit as many people in that theater. So they're going to charge you more for that experience.
Yeah.
To work out? No.
That's what like a gym, what is it? Like a spin class is.
Yeah, but I'm not watching a movie. Like I'm going.
Yeah, you're listening to someone yell at you.
How many spin classes do you get that at home for free? How many gyms do I go to? How many workout classes where I pay money? This body is built by not a lot of exercise, but when it is the University of YouTube. Because we got that at home. We have gym at home. We have walking pad at home. I don't need to walk on a walking pad.
Work out by lifting the popcorn.
Yeah. No, thank you, man. Aw, Nick. We missed you by a week. Have fun in Orlando. I saw you have park pass reservations for tomorrow. Ooh. Have fun.
I have a black calf on me.
Oh, yeah, have all the good food. Wait, what parks are you going to? I'm assuming Hollywood Studios.
Actually, what is it? They
They
get
get warnings after the third they're shot. They lose the warnings if they keep the pace up for a period of time. Oh, okay. So it's not like immediately you get out. Like I said, I think it's a great publicity stunt, especially for a movie called The Long Walk. And if it's like, I think that's perfect. Whoever came up with that idea is like deserves a raise. Like that's amazing. Not for me. Oh, it's a Stephen King short story with Mark Hamill in it. Oh, Nick says Epcot, so I can do Guardians a bajillion times. Ooh, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. The new test track's actually pretty good too. I was pleasantly surprised by the new test track. That's not a ride that we like ever go ride, just because it's a roller coaster and our kids aren't. They're like our little ones like iffy on them. But
I think it was more because of the wait. It was never like worth the wait.
Yeah, that's the thing with Test Track in particular is like the wait was always long because it's one of the few roller coasters there. I wonder if
Consider it a roller coaster though. It feels like a car ride. Like I always considered it a car ride, but it was just kind of like not so great.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess most of the inside stuff isn't. But it's
wasn't
got the speed and all that stuff. But you don't do a lot of like dips. What constitutes a roller coaster? It goes fast. It goes really fast. It's one of the fastest elements of both. That's interesting. I wonder how you would classify that.
Food and wine at Epcot.
Oh, is Food and Wine kicked off yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Remember when it was like super rainy? That was like the first day.
Oh, that sucks.
It was like super rainy.
Dude, when we were in Orlando a couple weeks ago, it was like disgusting. Like it was raining. It was either incredibly hot or it had just rained. So it was like an oven or it was pouring rain. Mary says the first time Chaz rode it, he compared it to the roads back home in West Virginia.
But see the new one, it really reminded me of the Radiator Springs.
Yeah,
Racers.
it was more like that.
It reminded me a lot more of it.
Yeah, it was really fun. Chad. Nick, if you can, if you're going, you got all day tomorrow and then Sunday, I'd say go do Test Track if you can get in on that one easy. Because that was a good time. Oh, and then go in Japan, Nick. They now have gachapon stations. Please go do that for me because I really am excited about that. And then go look at all the cute Mofusan stuff that they have in the Japan store. And that's it. Those are my only requests. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Even though we'll be there next week. Dad's Love Disney said, are y'all going to be there 16th and 17th? Yes, we will. That's a weekend. That's next weekend. Yes, we will be there. And we actually don't have like firm plans for those days either. So if you're there, hit us up.
Jinx.
Jar Jar Jinx. Jar 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 Jar. I don't know. I guess I always just assumed because it was called Test Track. It's a track, so it's got to be a roller coaster. But yeah, scared our daughter. So I would say it's
fast.
I would say it's a roller coaster. Very proud of her. She did a lot of big rides this last time.
Yeah.
I don't know that she'll ever do them again, but she tried them. She loved Guardians, actually.
But I think the thing is like she's very much like she's scared. Like she got scared. She's like, I don't like it. But she was able to vocalize like, I don't like it. I'm not gonna ride it again. It wasn't a crying fit of like, you destroyed me. She's like, nope. I give it 2 thumbs down. Mm-hmm. I'm never trying to like. I'm not doing it again.
Mm-hmm. She did it though. I'm happy. Tony says, what dates are y'all here? We're there. We get there next weekend. I'll text you just because I don't want to be like, I'm working these days and then I'm gone these days. Like a lot of logistics. We are going because I'm working Spooky Explorers, but I'm also remote working while we're there. Jeffrey says he can't buy Powerball tickets. You live in Nevada. How can you not buy Powerball tickets there? Are they like, that's too much gambling?
They probably like, they can't give, they would have to pay like casino money. And they're like, nah, we'll keep our money.
That makes sense. Yeah, we should buy Powerball tickets though.
Yeah, everybody buy some.
Bob says I need that jackpot. Living in SoCal is killing me. Living anywhere, just like I was doing something, filling out a spreadsheet because I love. If Nick's still here, I love a spreadsheet. But I was filling out a spreadsheet with some of our like regular expenses from this year compared to last year. Like I was just updating last year's numbers, and every one of them I was like, damn, damn, damn. And then I look at the income, I'm like, well, that didn't go up. Like,
Damn.
Damn. What's happening here? This is not fun. This is not the good time. You know what was cheap? Japan. It was just the getting there that was the problem. Brian says, well, I'm not playing the Powerball. I have my disability hearing on the 18th with the prospect of a nice back pay. I hope everything goes in your favor. Nick says, thank goodness you love spreadsheets because I hate spreadsheets. And Nick has already said it's just money. You've already said that to me once today. KD says, was she more afraid of the dark or the speed at the end? I think, no, it was the speed.
Yeah, it's like the winding stuff.
Yeah, she's not, it's just going fast. Like Guardians, she had a great time. She loved it. She got row 9, which I think is just like the ideal. It's the best row anyway.
On Guardians?
On Guardians.
Yeah.
But there was a huge group of us. And so I was the one that was sitting by myself. And so they put me on row 6. And I like always request the back because I get a little queasy if I sit too close to the front. And I hadn't sat that close. It's in the middle, but I hadn't sat that close to the front in a while. Bye, love ya.
See you.
And I got queasy. And like I'm on the ride because I'm like, I'm having a great time. And then like halfway through, I'm like, how much longer is this ride? Oh, I don't know. I don't feel so good. I was like, she's going to hate this. And then we get off. She's like, can we go again? I was like, oh, no, I feel sick.
See, Bob says you'd rebuild the Halcyon. Big old bunker.
It'd be fun. But you'd have to then pay the people to be there. No, I guess people would pay to be there, but you'd have to staff it. It'd be a lot of work. Maybe not. Maybe
you figure out a way like to be
volunteer at the Halcyon. Katie says, have you booked a March trip with us yet? Perhaps a post-Mosh trip. I don't recall your dates exactly, but I know that we're traveling like heavily in March right now.
There's got me working. Golden Oaks, exactly. That's
what I would do. I would buy a house.
You would see signs. You're like,
there would
whoa.
be signs. Yeah. Here's what I want. I want a house in Golden Oaks. Those houses are gorgeous. They're beautiful. I also want a compound with all of my friends. And I don't think you can get that in Golden Oaks. Well, you could. You just have to pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
So. Dads Love Disney says, wait, an important question. Is there a Mosh New York City this year? There is officially not a Mosh New York City this year. I actually just sent I had to send a note today that was like, no, that's not happening. We were trying to make something happen. Yeah. But you can't. Yeah, and this goes back to earlier in the conversation. It's like we don't do an episode about like Mosh every time we throw a mosh, because the way that you guys would experience a mosh, I've never experienced a mosh in the way that like any of you watching this have experienced it, because it's always been, I'm on the other side of it. We're setting up, we're doing all the stuff, like we're planning for months ahead of time. Like it's not just like it's work.
Yeah.
But it's great work. It's fun work. I love it. Where are they going with this?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's not happening.
I don't know where you're going, but I was like, all right. I'm looking attentively.
Basically what I'm trying to say is like, we're not going to, there's a lot that goes into doing all of these, and
we couldn't find a venue.
That's where it was going. Thank you. You knew where I was going with this.
I was like, I don't know why, but I know for sure we couldn't find a venue.
Throwing one of these events
in
New York is difficult. It is so difficult. It's also the reason why we weren't at Dragon Con this year, because we learned last year when we did Dragon Con that if you're not walking distance, if you're not, and not even walking distance, if you're not like attached to one of those 3 hotels where the main con happens, you may as well be in another city. Like, it doesn't
over in
matter.
Atlanta.
In Atlanta, well, like, our venue was a mile away from Dragon Con, and we're like, oh, it's really close. People can just take Ubers. And everybody was like, no, I'm not leaving the con. We're like, what do you mean? Like, that's not how any other con works. But they're like, we're not leaving. We're like, oh, okay. And we had a great turnout. It was fun.
But I think it's just like different places. Like, you know, in Orlando, that's typical. Or like San Diego, like we get it close enough where people are like they're still able. It's just again figuring out the best place, and they just couldn't find the best place for New York.
Yeah, for New York, it's tough. Places get booked up. There's definitely a lot of learning experiences. We think we get into places early enough, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, private event," or "We already have somebody booked," or this or that or the other. And you're like, oh, "Okay,
yeah."
But it'll happen again. New York was a really good one. It's just because it's such a good con. I liked that con.
Yeah,
that was a fun one. But we'll get back there, and then we'll get back to Dragon Con, I'm sure too. KD says Dano did not hand the golden envelope. We have yet to see a golden envelope.
No, I saw it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but we just didn't get the stuff.
Oh, I have yet to see a golden envelope.
Dano, he was like, "Hey, I got this," and I was like, "Oh, okay, hold on to it," because he had it in his car. But I was like, "Oh, I don't want to take it like and get it lost." In San Diego, so I was like, "Leave it, hold it," and then just forgot to give it to us.
Whoops. Chad says, "I really want to get to Disney World. I miss it so much." That's how I was, honestly, after, like, from before this last trip. We had gone to so many other Disney parks, but we hadn't been to Disney World in
a while.
For us, like a long time. And it was like, oh, I miss our home park. I just want to eat my pepperoni egg rolls, sit on the hub grass. But it was way too hot to do that.
Dude, it was
brutal.
It was super hot. So,
and I am so cranky about the heat. I do not like it one bit. Not one bit. I had to wash my hair every single day because it was so gross from the heat and the rain and the heat and the rain. It was just like that and then repeat.
I mean, I think I guess, adapted to it better, but because it didn't bother me as much.
You wore jeans one day like a maniac. I was like, are you sure about that?
I don't have it. Like, it doesn't feel any different from wearing jeans or shorts.
No?
No.
No. Oh, no.
Not for me, at least.
All right, everybody's dropping their recommendations for cities that Mosh should come to. Here's the thing.
MegaCon. Philly.
Or MegaCon or Mosh? We don't throw MegaCon. The conventions have to be large enough to warrant having a mosh there. And like, if you're doing let's talk about the logistics. If you're doing if you're doing a Mosh Isley specifically, we're having to target people that like Star Wars and emo music. And if you have, say, a 10,000 person convention, maybe like 20% of those people actually like Star Wars enough to pay to go to a party. And then of those 20%, like how many of those actually like emo music enough to want to go? Like, it's very small. So we have to get into like the tens of thousands.
But I also think that now Mosh is kind of now a little bit more established. Like, seeing at San Diego and like seeing at the party, I think it's a little bit more established. So it's not just the Star Wars and emo scene that you need to look at. It's just like, here's a con that needs a party, and we could just be the party for that con.
That's true.
So I think that's something to like, we're getting to that next level of like people like, hey, they don't have a party over here after this con. Like, we should throw a party.
Yeah, so. That's true. But it's tough. It's tough, especially when we have to front so much money for these events and then hope that we get money back, that we make our money back at least. But it's fun, and I'm so bummed because like we don't have another Mosh Isley on the books for this year, and it's going to be a while before there's another Mosh. Let's just put it that way. I think that's why I'm into wig making right now because I'm like, I don't have a costume to make, so I might as well just like go all
It
in on a
it's like
Halloween
it's
costume.
just like Star Cruiser. You're like, okay, I was making all these costumes like on a regular, and now like, okay, I don't have anything. Like, I need something to do with my hands.
Exactly. I
So
tried doing like what is it called? Like amigurumi, like the little crochet, like the woobles or whatever, except knockoff ones because those woobles are pricey. So I bought the cheap ones. And I did it on a road trip when we went to Rebel Scum Con like a month ago. And then I haven't touched it since. I was like, this is not bringing me the joy. It's so much counting. Because when I would crochet as a kid, like
you're
growing
just making
up,
like a
you're just making like a scarf or a blanket or square. And so it was just like they were easy. You're like, okay, you count the first time and then you're just like zigzagging back and forth. This one, it's like you got to do 2 single crochets and a decreasing single crochet. And I'm like, what? I don't know none of that. I know chains and double crochets. Rebel Scum Con was a lot of fun. We actually saw a lot more people there than I anticipated seeing, like that we know, which was cool.
yeah.
Because last year when we went, we
I
didn't.
mean, it's. I think the interesting thing is like seeing it go from like a baby con to a little bit bigger con, and
Mhm.
so it's like,
It was way more. It felt more established this year.
yeah,
Going the first year was really fun, just because you were getting to see a con for the first, like that con for the first time, and so it's kind of growing its own like culture and vibes. And this year it was a lot bigger. It seemed like it had grown up some. Like
yeah,
the con floor was bigger. There was more. There's just more overall. And last year when we went, we knew a few people, but we met a lot of people
yeah.
there. Like we met new friends along the way. And then this year we saw all those friends again, plus other people that came to this one that weren't there
That one,
last
yeah.
year. And then of course made some new friends too. Bob says, "Would you guys ever go to Space Dive or Outpost 77?"
This the
Space Dive is the one in
Chicago
I think Chicago.
area.
That they do around May the 4th. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
Like from the pictures I've seen, that looks really really cool. I'd like to go do that. If you're talking about for a mosh,
Outpost 77. Is
maybe
that the one that's out in the desert?
that's the California one.
Okay.
Which I believe well, I don't know if it's Outpost 77 or not. I believe though there's a group of like Star Cruiser people that were trying to get together for next May the 4th to do.
Like a whole
Yeah,
buyout.
because I was helping, not a buyout necessarily, but maybe, I don't know. Actually, I really don't know the details, so I don't want to speak to it. But I think there's a group of people going. I was trying to help with some of the logistics for it, and it was.
Well, I think it's just because it's not like a typical resort type of thing.
Okay, yeah, they are posting at the Outpost 77. Well, I was trying to help them with like hotel rooms and stuff, and it was those hotels don't want to work with large groups. Basically, I was like, I reached out to so many hotels, and they were like, "Nah." Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not like a resort where they're like,
you don't want guaranteed business, okay? Okay, Hampton Inn, Twin Suns Ranch. Is that the same as Outpost 77? Because yes, Twin Suns Ranch sounds more. But that's the one where it looks like Tatooine, right? Out in the desert. Those desert people are weird. Oh, so they don't do it all the time. They just have them like monthly or something. Oh, okay. The event is called Outpost 77. The location is Twin Suns Ranch. That's fun. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to do something immersive like that again.
yeah. Yeah, that dive one looked cool because it was just like you dress up and you just like hang out for. It's basically like a con, but not a con. I guess there's no. I don't think vendors or anything. So
Oh, Outpost 77 is once every 3 to 4 months. Brian says, I'm looking for ways to get into some community events more so for Travis at this point, so the world isn't so small for myself when things change. I mean, when you're going, I don't know how often they're doing it now, but if you're on the Galaxy's Edge Discord, they do a lot of lightsaber meetups in Hollywood studios, so that may be a good way to start meeting more people. They're huge. Those Discords are like huge.
They have
yeah.
that. They have the droid builders groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
The Droidsmiths. You might really like the Droidsmiths. They're a Facebook group. And they're mostly like in Disneyland, but they get dressed up and go to Disney World too.
Doug's over here.
Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, those would be good if you're into the Star Wars stuff. Just going to conventions in general, I think it's kind of scary though. Going to a convention, you know, where you can meet a lot of cool people, Mosh Isley. But that's not necessarily what we created it for. We wanted a way to get people that like the same thing together. I don't think we realized it was going to create the community that it has.
Yeah.
But that I feel like I don't know. To me, at least from what I've heard from people, because again, it's different because we like throw the events, and so we're not experiencing it as if we were a guest. But it's a way for people to just feel safe in their fandom and just like let loose for a night. And I think that's a little easier than going to like a convention on your own and walking the show floor.
Yeah.
Because we go to our local, funny enough, we go to our local convention and like we don't know anybody there. So we're just like, we're just going to walk around and look at things.
Yeah.
And then we go to conventions all around the country. And we're like, it's like every 2 minutes, we're like, hey, friend.
Yeah. I mean, there's at ours, we know people too. So like
not
we've run
that many though.
Not as much.
Our local convention is where we know the least amount of people. Because like our friends don't travel for it either. Oh, okay, that's where I'm getting confused. Bob says because there's an Airbnb one, but that's Outpost X.
Oh, okay,
Utah. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I need to go look at this Outpost 77 then. But right now we've been here for an hour and a half already. I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I feel like we're becoming more and more boring. I don't know why.
It's more real life stuff.
Maybe.
So, which honestly, like I've been, following streams and stuff like that. Twitch, it's like primarily video games, or it was primarily video games.
Yeah.
Now it's like primarily like chat, like just chatting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like a majority of their streams are just people hanging out and doing stuff. So.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
More accessible, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Talk about making your world a little bit bigger. I mean, during the pandemic, that's what you started streaming on Twitch. You were playing video games, but
I might do it again eventually.
What?
I don't know.
Don't put on John Wick. I'm gonna fall asleep. Chat. Brian says, like I said, Mosh will happen for me. I'll look into the Droidsmiths. Dana ran the Batu bounty hunt and such. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of ways to get involved out there, and even if it's not Star Wars, maybe we'll start a little K-pop Demon Hunters community. And literally, if anybody ever wants to talk about that movie, DM me.
I know, just like you get all the messages, all the memes.
I do. That one, I can even tell when you send me a message and it says sent a reel by Gonk Droid Zap. I know that it's the Ahsoka edit of her jumping out of the plane, and it's how it's done. Like, I cannot. It's been like 7 or 8 people separately that have sent it to me. And the funny thing is, I even reposted it on Princess and Scoundrel after the first person sent it, and then everybody just keeps sending it. I'm like, yep, I know. It's great. I'll watch it every time. They did make the ramen. Or they're making the ramen.
Yeah.
But it was like 1,000.
No. They're like teasing it that they're
going to make it.
They're making it, yeah.
Chad says, I'm at the doctor's. I want to punch him. He just called me old. I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure you're not old.
No, you're not old.
And getting reading glasses does not make you old.
I am old. Old.
Getting reading glasses does not make you old at all. Yeah, I think most people now, just if they see something that's decent about, like a decent reel about K-pop Demon Hunters, they send it my way, and I eat. That is my diet. I eat everything you send me.
I send you things just in case you haven't seen it, like any info. I make sure that I send it to you because I don't want you to be like, how dare you not tell me?
It feels like Star Cruiser level obsession that I have for K-pop Demon Hunters, where it's like, I don't But I have no skin in the I don't have to do anything except, like, enjoy it as a fan, and it is the as I hold my it is the best feeling in the world. I am,
It's
like
so good.
it's so refresh I'm learning the dance too. Nobody will ever see that dance. But apparently we're going to a K-pop Demon Hunters party this weekend.
So we'll see how it is.
So I'm like, maybe I should learn the dance. Because there's a competition. There's a
Oh,
karaoke competition. Can I get it? Can I be ready for it? Maybe. Anyway, that's it. We need to go. We need to go watch John Wick again.
love you guys. Appreciate you guys stopping in.
Take
Until next time.
care.